Doing? Welcome back to the Three Hammers. It's Luke here. Bloody suntan from yesterday. I tell you, out over on that pitch all day yesterday with my boys for the tournament. Yeah, suffering a little bit with a sunburn. There's a little bit of news, guys. If you are joining me live, thanks for joining me live. If not, thanks for watching back. So Ben Johnson has gone. By all accounts, it looks like he will be joining Ipswich. I don't think it's official yet, but it's looking that way. It's a shame. Listen, I think he's a good squad player and would have provided some cover in key areas. Does he want that? Probably not. He probably wants to play. He probably will go to Ipswich and play every game. I say it's a shame for him because he's a hammer, you know, and I do love West Ham fans being in there. They know what it's like. They know the pain of being a West Ham player. So, yeah, if he is to go to Ipswich, good luck to him. Good luck to Ben. You know, I think he's been a good servant at West Ham. He's never really kicked off publicly. So yeah, good luck to him. What else was there? Oh, the Jonathan David rumour picked up a bit yesterday. Obviously, a few things from ex-West Ham employee and a few other sources saying that we're scouting him at the moment. Why was we not been scouting him for the last 2 years, basically? This guy's really, really good player. I think his name did come up a couple of years ago, and at the time I was really excited. I was like, yeah, this guy, you know, he's really quick, he's a fantastic finisher. I think we missed the boat on him, to be honest with you. I think the time to have gone and got him was about a year or two ago, probably when his price was at a good level. I don't know what Lille's situation is in terms of do they have to sell him or not. But he would be a really massive statement signing for West Ham if we were to get him in. You know, touted by many clubs, you know, to be one of the next big things on a striker search. I don't think it will happen. I don't believe it. But if it did, listen, I'll be the first one to eat humble pie if it did. And this would be a real proof of, you know, that we're going for young, exciting, attacking players. And, you know, and I'm willing to take a hit on, you know, some of the other squad players that needs to be pushed up and boosted up. But if you get Jonathan David in and you've got Kudus, Bowen around him with Lewis Guillermo to come in as well, possibly Paquetá maybe for a few months as well, that looks at a really exciting team. But like I say, I think we've missed that boat. I think bigger clubs are interested. I see Chelsea's name. Chelsea are linked to bloody everyone. You know, anyone and everyone Chelsea. So who knows? Listen, they can't buy everyone. But yeah, I hope that is the case. Nottingham Forest are apparently interested in Antonio. You know, it's his former club. Could they afford his wages? I don't know. Would I be bothered? No. Listen, Mickey's been a good servant. He's scored some good goals, but we need to move on with it. And I've said a few times, you know, over the last year or so, I want that option taken away from the new manager. You know, so it doesn't resort back to type, you know, and we're forced to go and get someone new and try different things. I think that was the biggest problem with Moyes to a certain extent, with the players, you know, Hollah, Scamacca, etc., even Danny Ings to a certain extent, is that he always had that fallback of Antonio. It's like, oh, this works. And then, you know, it didn't work for Scamacca, it didn't work for this one. I know Lopetegui wanted him at Wolves, so maybe he's got different ideas for him, but I want that option taken away. Listen, Mickey's only going to be there for another year maximum anyway. So moving forward, you know, I want to see West Ham and the new manager start using different players and, you know, a different thing instead of just pumping it up to Mickey all the time. So yeah, for me, I would like that to happen. Obviously we're linked with a couple of their players, you know, if there was some sort of deal that could be done, potential swap deals. I really like that Ione geezer up front. Again, he's like Mickey but younger. Morgan Gibbs-White, I think he's slightly out of our price range. I think you're looking at a £50 million player there, but he's top. I do like Alanga as well. I think every time I did catch Forest on the telly, he was ridiculous pace, absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Morning to people in the chat. So morning from Birmingham. Hello. Daniel Stewart says agree. You need to move on for the player. Keep comments coming in, guys. If you're not live, obviously comment back later. Yeah, and the only other thing, guys, is Shakir O'Neal. I just watched Claret and Booze live. I like watching it on the train. He was talking about it. So yeah, I agree with Mickey. Or I think that it's a load of rubbish. You know, I think it's just a quick little paper story that someone's knocked up in the sun. You know, apparently Big Shaq has gone to a West Ham game and he's interested in investing. Listen, he's a rich man. You know, anywhere between 500 million and a billion. So, listen, he's not coming to buy the club. It would be to, you know, buy a stake in the club with, you know, anyone who invests in the club is probably being told, look, if you invest now, West Ham will be looking to sell within the next 5 years or whatever, and you'll make a profit on your money. Listen, he's not coming here because he's a West Ham fan or anything like that. It would be purely that he knows he can make something out of the deal. So, will he come in? Who knows? I'll tell you what would be a good thing with Big Shaq coming in, though, is his profile. It's what that brings. You know, like Ryan Reynolds and the other guy at Wrexham, couldn't give me words out there. You know, they bring a profile to the club. Someone like Shaq coming over, it would be news in America. You know, if it did happen, like I said, I don't think it will, but if it did, it'd be Los Angeles Lakers superstar, you know, NBA Hall of Famer has come to West Ham. And then, you know, that news becomes big in West Ham. All like Lakers fans potentially just do a little Google search, for example, like, oh, Shaq's bought West Ham. And you never know, it just gets that profile out there. What we got here? Messiah Matthew says, morning Luke, stay hydrated. Sorry, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I do agree. Have a lovely day. Hello, Madrid. Danielle Stewart says, I hope we get 2 quality defenders. I think Kilman will get done. I think there's a few little games to play there, Daniel. You know, he's a top player. By all accounts, he's potentially being brought in as captain. So, we'll see. We'll see. Like I say, the Nuno Perez one has gone quiet as well. I quite like the look of him. You know, I do like an hard man defender as well. As much as I like, you know, a defender like Kilman who will be, you know, quite good on the ball, domineering. I do like an hard man, you know, who likes to, you know, smash people up in the air, you know, getting defenders' heads and stuff, getting strikers' heads and stuff like that. I think we missed someone like that last year. What we got here? Haven't heard much about it here in America. No, mate, to be honest, it's only just sort of was in the sun today. Listen, as I say, I'm only reporting on it because it's a slow news day. I don't think there's anything in it. I really don't. Like I said, look, we went to one West Ham game and now he's in love with the club. Okay, I know we all did. I know all us West Ham fans watching it. We went and we fell in love with the club. But yeah, that Big Shaq has fallen in love with West Ham, especially if he watched David Moyes' football last season. What game did he go to? Did he go Man United game on Boxing Day? Maybe that was one before Boxing Day. Maybe that was one of the ones where we played a little bit better. But yeah, if he's been to West Ham in the last couple of years, then I definitely wouldn't have been falling in love with it. I would have been falling asleep. Danielle says, Czech boys did well, unlucky in the end. Yeah, obviously Big Tom scored last night. Unlucky for them. That group, the other group though, weren't it? That was crazy. The one where they all finished on 4 points. And again, you got Ukraine who finished on 4 points. And obviously they go out, even though, you know, there's third place teams that are finishing on 3 points. So that's where it's a little bit, you know, it's a little bit messy, that new style where they've gone the third place go through. What are we saying here? I'm sure the Queen was a hammer. Yeah, apparently that's true. Yeah, apparently that is true. Obviously we have got some big boys, famous ones. We've got Ray Winston, Lennox Lewis is one as well, I believe. I think Nigel Benn is. Trying to think of some big. Apparently, again, it's a bit of a wonder. You must know him. He's one of the most famous directors that's ever lived. Alfred Hitchcock. You know, the one who made all the Psycho and films like that, the famous horror films. Apparently he was a massive West Ham fan, and what he used to do, obviously he'd be working in Hollywood and things like that, making his films. He used to get the papers, because at the time, obviously, you know, we didn't have the internet back then. He used to get papers flown over with all the West Ham results being told to him. So, yeah, big Alfred Hitchcock, you know, absolute, you know, icon of cinema. The Portugal game was horrendous. Definitely was, but a lot of games have been, though. Some of the night games have been horrible, really, really horrible. David Essex is a fan. Yeah, apparently, yeah. David Essex used to live where I live, actually, in the Bedfleet area. I think he's moved now. I think he lives more Epping way. But yeah, I know about Dave as well. Ronaldo's face was a picture. Certainly was, mate. Yeah, with England now, the only thing that benefits England is they're on the more favourable side of the draw. Again, I expect them to get through maybe a couple more rounds. They might get to the semis. But I think the first time England come up against anyone who's got an absolute killer, like, I know Germany weren't that great the other day, but I think they was going easy because they knew they was always through. But if they come up against like a Musiala, a Wirtz coming through that midfield, I think England would really suffer. I don't think France has hit full gear yet either. You never know. England might hit full gear now. Sometimes the group stages you don't want to throw all your cards out. It's hard, but I can't see England winning it though. I just can't see it. I cannot see it. I think that's about it, guys. I'm nearly at work. I'll make sure I put plenty of suntan lotion on today because bloody hell, it was hot yesterday. It was ridiculously hot yesterday, and I was out in the heat all day. Like I say, my boys won the football festival in Newham. It was a year 4 tournament, but all my year 4s were out on a trip. Every single kid in year 4 was out. So, the PE team, we sat down and was like, if you just take the year 3s for an experience. And I went, yeah, go on then, we'll take the year 3s out. I only went in bloody won it, against all these other schools that had year 4 players and all that. And I even took a little year 2 boy, just to give it, because he's really, really good and he's, potentially getting scouted by Tottenham and Chelsea. Mate, what a day, what a day them boys. They made me so proud. They didn't lose a game. Come out group winners and won the big trophy. Like, well done to you boys. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. Couple more weeks left to the summer holidays. Gonna struggle my way through. If you're new around here, please hit the like button, guys, before you leave. If you're watching it back, hit the like button. It just does us a little favour. And until next time, guys. Come on, you Lions.